Hi, I'm Roman, and this is a video review of the Studio Neat Ice Kit. It's the Neat Ice Kit. Studio Neat is the maker of another cool piece of gear called the Glyph, which is an iPhone mount that allows you to attach your iPhone to a tripod. It's actually what's being used right now to film this, so I can't really show that to you. But I was really impressed with that piece of gear that they put together. It's nice, it's elegant, it's well made. So through my exposure to that product, found out about their Neat Ice Kit. The Neat Ice Kit is intended to allow you to make really nice, good quality ice, primarily for use in cocktails. So let me show you what you get. Basically it comes with a muddler, a sack, a chisel that has a bottle opener built into it. But here's the main thing. This is a foam mold. The bottom pops out, and the middle has a silicone sleeve. So you fill that up with water, and basically what this is intended to do is to slow down the rate of freezing to allow more of the air to come out of the water and to freeze more clear. So the goal is to produce a piece of ice that is clear and really nice to look at. So I've had some freezing already. It's been in the freezer about 24 hours. And let's see how it's going. Now I got the kit that came with two. I think it was $50 for a single mold or $75 for two. So I was a sucker for the deal. In retrospect, I'd probably just get the one. In as much as it actually eats up a pretty good amount of room in the freezer. So let's try pop this out and see how it comes out. So we're pushing the silicone sleeve with the ice in it out of the mold. Okay, I'll set that aside. And then it says to just peel this back off of the ice cube. This is really soft, flexible, and it's coming away pretty easily. So I've never actually tried this. This is my first attempt. So let's see how the ice looks. Back out. All right. So I don't know if you can tell, but I did not get the super clear block of ice that I had hoped for, but relatively speaking, it's pretty good. So it's extraordinarily cold, but there's all the bubbles are trapped on one side, and then the other half is very clear. Looks like there's just a little bit of a fogging on this end, but we'll see what we can do. So now this is the fun part, and in all of the promotional materials, I think they ran a Kickstarter campaign. That's where I came across this. The really fun part was that you, from your big block of ice, you use your chisel and your muddler in order to break your big block into two pieces. So let's see how it goes. Hey! Alright, so with your cloudy piece, you can use that to make other drinks that don't require the big block of ice. And then with the clear piece, you can put that as a showpiece into a nice cocktail. Now, you could just throw this right into the glass and get going, but I think I'll do one more thing here, which is a little trick I learned watching that show called Going Deep. I think it's on the National Geographic Channel. Basically, you can use a piece of sheet metal, and by rubbing the piece of ice on it, you can essentially smooth it out. Gets it to essentially melt into a nice even consistency. So I don't know if you can see that, but that just smoothed off the end and made it nice and clear. So if you're doing this primarily as with the purpose of having a nice presentation for your drink, this is a step that's, I'd say, well worth doing. So now with that done, got a gigantic ice cube to make a cocktail with. I think this being my first, I'll enjoy a little Elmer T. Lee and see how that goes. Now, by comparison, I ordered from Amazon some of these big cube ice trays. And I'll just show you for reference. These, I believe, are 2.5-inch ice cubes, and they do a pretty good job in my nice fancy glasses that my wife got me of making a nice fancy cocktail. But by comparison, you can see where the Neat Ice Kit is making much bigger pieces of ice. The whole process has been very gratifying. Let's try the results. Can't go wrong with Elmer T. So the overall idea is that by having a really big block of ice, it'll melt more slowly. You can enjoy it in fine spirits and not water down your drink, but still keep it nice and cold. But more than anything, just having that really nice clear piece of ice, it presents really nicely. I'll show you one more thing while we're at it. You might be gathering that I've been messing around with this ice thing quite a bit. These are spherical ice molds that we've been using as well. Compared to the big ice cubes, I find these to be better. So these are certainly not bad, and what I like about these is that it cranks them out pretty fast. You can get 6 big ice cubes pretty quickly. But the big ice ball, very nice, very enjoyable. But it's very cloudy. You're not going to get that without all the bubbles in it. By comparison, that Studio Neat Ice Kit gives you that nice clear block of ice, and that's beautiful. So, I guess the last question is what to do with the leftover big hunk of ice. That's what they included this big sack for. So if you were making additional drinks, say if you're working as the bartender at a party, then take the muddler I think I scared the kid. Now you've got really nice chipped ice. So that's the Neat Ice Kit from Studio Neat. So far I'm very impressed. This was my first time to try it. They give you some tips on different things you can try to get a better result out of your ice in terms of not getting any bubbles. They say try putting in warm water, putting in cold water, filtered versus tap, and just experiment with it till you get it just right. But so far, I'm very pleased with the purchase, and I would highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.